He preached about loving your neighbor every Sunday. But when God gave him a chance to prove it, he almost failed the test. This is a story about what faith really means when no one's watching. Pastor David had been leading Grace Community Church for 15 years. Every Sunday, he stood behind that pulpit and preached powerful sermons. Love your neighbor. Help the poor. Serve the least of these. His congregation loved him. They called him a man of God. But one cold November evening, Pastor David's faith was about to be tested in a way he never expected. He was driving home from a church leadership meeting, tired and ready to rest. The highway was nearly empty. As he drove, he saw a figure on the side of the road. A homeless man, sitting against a broken-down car, shivering in the cold. Pastor David's first instinct? Keep driving. He had a warm home waiting. Dinner was ready. He'd already had a long day. Besides, what if this person was dangerous? What if it was a scam? But as he passed the man, a verse echoed in his mind. I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you welcomed me. Matthew 25-35. Pastor David's hands tightened on the steering wheel. He kept driving, but the conviction wouldn't leave him. A voice, gentle but firm, whispered in his heart, you preach it every Sunday. Will you live it tonight? He pulled over, sat there for a moment. Then, with a deep breath, he turned the car around. When he pulled up beside the stranded man, he saw him clearly. Maybe 60 years old, worn clothes, weathered face. The man looked up, surprised that anyone had stopped. Need some help? Pastor David asked, rolling down his window. The man nodded. Car broke down. Phone's dead. Been here for 2 hours. I just need to get to my daughter's house about 10 miles away. She's sick. I'm supposed to be taking care of her. Pastor David could have called a tow truck, could have handed him some money for a taxi. But instead, he heard himself say, get in. I'll take you. As they drove, the man, whose name was Robert, shared his story. He'd lost his job 6 months ago, lost his apartment, been living in his car, doing odd jobs. His daughter had cancer, and he was all she had. I pray every day, Robert said quietly. I ask God to help me be strong for her, to send someone who cares. Pastor David felt something break inside him. Here he was, a pastor who preached about God's love, and he'd almost driven past this answered prayer. When they arrived at a small, run-down apartment, Robert's daughter opened the door. She was thin, weak, but her face lit up when she saw her father. Dad, I was so worried. Pastor David helped Robert inside, and before he left, he prayed with them both. But this time, his prayer was different. It wasn't a practiced pastoral prayer. It was raw, real. He thanked God for the conviction that made him turn around. He asked for forgiveness for almost failing the test. As he drove home that night, Pastor David realized something profound. It's easy to preach about faith on Sunday morning when everyone's watching. It's easy to talk about loving your neighbor when you're standing behind a pulpit. But real faith, real love, that happens on a dark highway when you're tired, when it's inconvenient, when no one else will ever know. That's when you find out what you really believe. The next Sunday, Pastor David stood before his congregation and told them the truth. I almost failed a test last week, he said. I almost drove past Jesus on the side of the road. He shared Robert's story, and then he said something that changed his church forever. Faith without action is dead, and every person you meet is an opportunity to show God's love. Don't just preach it, live it, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. If this story moved you, tap the like so more people can see it. Comment Amen if you believe faith is shown through action, and follow for more stories that test what we really believe.